It was exciting to begin our 35-day Transpacific Cruise aboard Holland, America. Sailing from Sydney, Australia, across the vast Pacific to New Caledonia, Fiji, Tonga, French Polynesia, Hawaii, and finally Seattle. We had no idea there were so many islands scattered across the immense Pacific Ocean. Our first couple of days were spent settling into our beautiful ship, getting our bearings, and eagerly anticipating the incredible journey that lay ahead. Our first ports of call after leaving Sydney were the French territory of New Caledonia, Noumea on the first day, and the beautiful island of Lifou on the second. In Noumea, we enjoyed a delightful sightseeing tour aboard the charming little green train, which gave us a wonderful introduction to the city and its scenic coastline. The following day, we reached Lifou by tender. Where the local people welcomed us with traditional songs and dance. After the warm reception, we spent time snorkeling in the crystal clear waters. A wonderful way to begin our Pacific adventure. That evening, we sailed on to Port Vila, Vanuatu. Our excursion aboard a semi-submarine turned out to be quite different from what we had imagined. The vessel had a very small lower viewing compartment and the windows below the waterline, so that everyone had to take turns going down to watch the tropical fish. It was a bit cramped and certainly a wet adventure. But it made for a memorable experience. Sailing from Port Vila, we crossed the South Pacific to the beautiful islands of Fiji, with stops in Suva, Lautoka, and finally the tiny paradise of Dravuni Island. One of the pleasures of cruising is choosing from the many shore excursions available. In Suva, we opted to visit a local village, often referred to as the Jewel of Fiji. It was a wonderful introduction to Fijian culture, with traditional music and dance, followed by a scenic boat ride. To picturesque waterfalls. Including some rain and skilled waterfall jumpers. Our next stop was Lautoka, where we toured the western side of the island. Highlights included the peaceful garden of the sleeping giant, famous for its orchids and lush tropical setting. And to make the day even more enjoyable, our friend Lynn happened to be on the same tour. We also visited the largest Hindu temple in the southern hemisphere before ending our excursion at the grounds of one of Fiji's oldest settlements, where we learned more about local traditions and daily life. Our final Fijian stop was Dravuni Island, the smallest and most remote destination of our visit, home to only about 250 residents. This idyllic island welcomed the nearly 2,500 passengers from our ship with genuine smiles and open hearts. Despite the dramatic increase in visitors for the day, the island retained its peaceful charm. We enjoyed relaxing on the pristine beach, soaking in the tropical beauty, and appreciating the kindness of the local people before returning to the ship with wonderful memories of Fiji. Leaving Dravuni Island behind, we enjoyed a relaxing day at sea as we sailed to Vava'u, Tonga, and then continued overnight to Nuku'alofa. In Vava'u, instead of taking an organized tour, we simply wandered through the charming little town. We strolled through the delightful local market, browsed the colorful displays of produce and handcrafted goods, and found a cozy spot to enjoy a cup of coffee. The next morning, we were greeted by a breathtaking sunrise as our ship approached Nuku'alofa. Our tour took us to several of Tonga's most notable landmarks, including Captain Cook's landing place, one of the royal tombs, and the impressive national monument honoring one of Tonga's great rulers. My favorite stop, however, was Honolulu Cave. Reaching the water required navigating a very precarious path. Looking at the pool, I enlisted the help of a kind young local before making the leap into that refreshing, clear water below. It was exhilarating. So glad I did it. Our final stop was the spectacular Whistle of Vea, a 5-kilometer stretch of dramatic coastline where nearly 100 blowholes send seawater soaring high into the air. It was an incredible finale to our visit of the Kingdom of Tonga. Leaving Tonga, we crossed the international date line and enjoyed our first 4 consecutive days at sea before arriving in French Polynesia. Our itinerary included the Society Islands of Raiatea, Tahiti, and Moorea, followed by Whakarava in the Tuamotu Islands. We truly enjoy sea days because they can be whatever you want them to be. You can fill the day with the ship's many activities, or simply relax with a good book while taking in the endless ocean views. For us, they offer the perfect balance of fun and relaxation. We awoke to a beautiful morning as we arrived in Raiatea. Fortunately, we had booked a snorkeling cruise with an entertaining, fun-loving crew. It quickly became our favorite excursion. There's nothing quite like snorkeling in warm, crystal clear water alongside friendly black-tip reef sharks. We also spotted urchins, colorful tropical fish, brilliant blue giant clams, and of course, even more sharks. We enjoyed a lovely ride back to port. Where we reboarded our ship and set sail for Tahiti. Our stop in Papeete, Tahiti, was spent on a tour around the island. Highlights included a traditional marae, a sacred Polynesian place of worship and respect, several fascinating grottos, both white and black sand beaches, and the tranquil Vepai water gardens. We concluded our tour at the historic site where author Robert Louis Stevenson stayed during his visit to Tahiti in 1888. In Moorea, I ventured out on a solo snorkeling excursion to a remote reef where I had the unforgettable experience of petting stingrays. Wading through coral gardens and enjoying local Polynesian music. It was a wonderful way to experience the island's natural beauty and warm hospitality. With 6 wonderful sea days ahead, it was time to relax and enjoy life on board once again. One of the many things we love about cruising is the abundance of delicious food. The warm and attentive crew, and the opportunity to meet new friends from around the world. Each evening feels like a special date night as we enjoy outstanding live entertainment before ending another perfect day at sea.
How low can you go? How low can you go?
Our final ports of call before 5 relaxing sea days en route to Seattle were the Hawaiian Islands. Unfortunately, Hawaii greeted us with more rain than sunshine. Our first stop, Kona on the Big Island, was canceled when rough seas made it too dangerous for the tenders to operate, so we never made it ashore. In Kahului, Maui, a steady drizzle and the long, challenging walk from the ship to the main highway dampened our enthusiasm. We wandered through a couple of the shopping centers before deciding to return to the ship early. Fortunately, our 2 days in Honolulu, Oahu, more than made up for the disappointing weather. On our first day, our dear friend Alex welcomed us into his home, where we spent the day with his wonderful family. Alex grew up alongside my kids and has always felt like another son to me.
I am making rum punch in a pineapple.
Meeting his wife, son, and daughter and sharing stories of the past while celebrating where life has brought us today was one of the biggest highlights of our journey. The following day at Ala Moana Center brought another special reunion, lunch with Debbie and Diana, dear travel buddies from an Ecuador and Galapagos adventure a few years ago. We laughed, reminisced, and caught up on each other's lives. One of the greatest gifts of travel is the friendships that continue long after the journey ends. Our final island stop was the Garden Isle of Kauai. True to the weather pattern of this visit, it was cool, wet, and gray. We took a brief sightseeing tour with a stop at a local shopping center before returning to the ship. As we prepared to sail away, something magical happened. The clouds parted, the sun finally emerged, and Kauai revealed its breathtaking beauty, offering us one last unforgettable farewell and the perfect final photograph of paradise. With that, we began our final 5 days at sea, playing cards with friends, singing karaoke, enjoying more spectacular shows, including the Masquerade Ball. And reflecting on an unforgettable 35-day voyage across the South Pacific.